Good morning, family and friends, and welcome back to Cooking with Carol Diane. Oh my gosh, this morning I was out in the bright sunshine. I have started to clean out my greenhouse, and I'm so excited about spring and planting new things. I usually plant my herbs. I take a few of them and plant them inside, put them in my windowsill in the kitchen. This is a couple of them. This is some mint that I have growing here, and this right here is some basil and some dill. And you can start them this way, or you can wait and have them in kind of a little sun room and start them in your greenhouse or outside. I just kind of like to have them in my kitchen. They smell so good. So I started with these. I have some rosemary that I put in my little pot right here. And then I just take whatever pot that I have and stick the herbs in. This is some parsley and some thyme in this cute little pot. And I find little markers, these little shovels I've had for quite a few years, but I kind of like them. So I put that in there. One year I made these out of the polymer clay that I put in. These went in the ground in my greenhouse. So I'm kind of excited today to start in getting some things growing outside. Got the irrigation all going this morning. So that everything is up and running water-wise to get everything fresh. So this morning, I'm gonna cook what's called pudding chocolate chip cookies. It's kind of a comfort food. I've had kind of a week, kind of a stressful week actually. My husband has been quite ill. He went in to get checked for a sinus infection, and they admitted him to the hospital, and then the very next morning they put him in ICU for 5 long days. So what kind of turned out to be a simple little thing that you think, oh my gosh, it's just a little sinus infection, sometimes makes a turn. But he's back home with me, and he's doing great. I want to thank everyone for their well wishes and heartfelt prayers for him. The power of prayer, I think, really did take hold in this case, and I was able to bring him home, so I'm grateful for that. So this morning I'm going to fix him some chocolate chip cookies for comfort while I'm out still watering the lawn and taking care of everything that I need to outside. So a couple of little things. We're going to start with, I'll tell you the ingredients, is 2 1/4 cups of unsifted flour. So I've already got that right here, and I'm just going to put it in a bowl right here, because we're going to add to that a teaspoon of baking soda. This is our dry ingredients. This is such a simple little recipe. I stumbled across it many years ago, and I just kind of like it because I don't like a real greasy feeling, oily feeling cookie, and this one tastes really good. It really does. So we just kind of combine the soda and the flour in there of the dry ingredients and get them all incorporated. Then we're going to kind of set that aside, and now we're going to take some butter, room temperature butter, which mine is well room temperature because I've had it out all morning long, while I was out busy with my dogs and running around the yard trying to set all the sprinkler systems and get everything going. And I did. I got it all done. I may have to run down to one of the hardware stores and get a couple more sprinkle heads today, but other than that, everything's getting a nice drink. All my trees and bushes, everything. Nice drink. Okay, so we're going to put the butter in. Then you're going to take 1/4 cup of just regular sugar, and you're going to take 3/4 packed brown sugar. Stick that all in there. Mash that around a little bit. And I'm just going to take my hand mixer today. Not going to get out the tabletop. Just a little hand mixer and kind of mix that around. Make sure that the sugar and the butter are well mixed together. I hope you're all having a great spring morning. It's just gorgeous here in Colorado. One of my favorite time of the years. I like spring and I like fall. I really do. Summer, not so much. It's too dang hot. But I do like the first part of spring where everything's budding out. My daffodils have already come out, and my iris. Oh my gosh, the green leaves to my iris are just everywhere. I really love iris, the bearded iris. They're the ones that are my favorite. Can't wait for them to bloom. Really can't. Okay, now we're going to take 1 teaspoon of vanilla, your choice of vanilla. Stick that in there. And we're going to take 2 eggs at room temperature. Stick all that in there. Mix it up with the mixer just a little bit so it gets into the sugars and the butter. You can use your tabletop mixer, but today this is such a quick little recipe that I don't really need to get all that out. And then what we want to take, the secret little ingredient is 1 package of the vanilla instant pudding, which this is 3.4 ounces, which is 4.5 cups serving if you were to make it regular. But we're just gonna put this in here. This is what I like about it. This just gives it an extra nice flavor. It doesn't make it that greasy texture at all. So it's just being incorporated like this. Get the pudding all mixed in there. Then you can start taking your flour and putting that in. Take about 1/2 of it. Mix it up. Take some more. Get it all blended nice. Yeah, nice. And the rest of it. Nothing better, I think, when you get out of the hospital and you've got umpteen pills that you have to take, and yogurts and different things for your tummy and everything, but every now and then you just want a little comfort food. I asked him what he would like, and make some good cookies, okay? And do that, I can make you some good cookies. That's what I'm gonna make today. Okay, so we have all that nice. And it's just going to look like any other type of cookie batter. Smells real good, it really does. Oh, lost a few there. Okay, and then you're going to take the chocolate chips is 1 full bag, and I get a Nestle Toll House semi-sweet of the chocolate chips. If you like dark chocolate, you can certainly use the dark chocolate. It would be nice in this recipe also. And then we're going to take some walnuts here. And because mine are the whole walnuts, calls for about 1 cup of the walnuts. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smash them up enough where we want to eat them in the cookie, not so big. You could put this in a little food processor or a little chopper, but you don't want them too fine. You still want the good crunch of a nut in there. These are just nice shelled walnuts that I get at Sam's Club. I really do. I like their nuts down there, the pecans and walnuts. So I get mine there. Okay, and we're just going to kind of put all that in there because that's the cup. And the walnuts. Okay. Simple recipe, really is. Doesn't take long to do at all. I have preheated my oven to 375. You're going to cook these a good 8 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven, of course. Every oven's just a little bit different. And I said this is a lot firmer of a mixture here than maybe a normal cookie recipe because you are using pudding. But I like it. I really do. I've used this recipe a lot over the years for chocolate chips. I like my oatmeal cookie recipe. I won't stray from that at all. It's tried and true. I really like it. But this one, I like it too. And then I've taken a cookie sheet, put some parchment paper on it. These are just these little sheets that I talked about that you can get already pre-cut and done at the grocery store. Probably Walmart, anywhere. I haven't really checked for them at Walmart. And then I just take a good spoonful like this, kind of make it into, I like a nice big cookie. I don't like a little one. I like a nice big one. So I just kind of form it, put it all together. Stick this on the cookie sheet. And again, 375 for your oven. And depending, 8 to 10 minutes. And then we will see here in a few minutes when I bring it out. I'll show you the final product and enjoy a nice chocolate chip cookie. So I'll be right back after I fill this cookie sheet and stick them in the oven. Okay? Catch you in a few. I'm back and the cookies are out of the oven. These are my little chocolate chip cookies right here. Pudding chocolate chip cookies. Now I baked these about, I told you about 8 to 10 minutes. I baked mine right at 7 minutes each time and they came out just fine. You're gonna get about probably about 30 cookies, I imagine. Some recipes say it's 24 to 26 cookies, but this one I still have just a little tiny bit left in my bowl, and I'll be finishing that up. But let me go over the recipe one more time with you. These are pudding chocolate chip cookies, and you take 2 1/4 cups of unsifted all-purpose flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 cup of butter that is softened, just room temperature is fine. That would be 2 of the long sticks. 1/4 cup of regular sugar, 2 eggs, again, room temperature, 1 cup of walnuts, 3/4 cups of packed brown sugar, and I used light brown sugar, not the dark, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, your preference, 1 package, which is a 4 serving size of the instant vanilla pudding, and 1 package 12-ounce of Nestle's chocolate chips. I use the milk chocolate, regular chocolate chips, or you could use dark chocolate chips if you prefer the dark chocolate. Mix the flour with the baking soda, combine the butter, the sugars, vanilla, and the pudding. Beat till that's smooth. Add your eggs, then add the flour, the chips, and your walnuts. Bake at 375 for, like I said, it took mine 7 minutes, and they were done. And they come out looking more like my oatmeal cookie recipe, where they're not just a flat chocolate chip cookie. I haven't made these in a little while. I'm really glad I did. So my comfort food for my husband today is going to be the chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to probably take mine and go out on my back porch, have my nice cup of tea, enjoy my cookie, and work on the yard work a lot more. That's my day today, but I wanted to share with you a good little treat here, a good little comfort food, fast and easy. This is from my kitchen to yours. Go have a wonderful day today. Happy spring. Bye-bye now.